Alrighty then, folks. Hello there, and welcome back to Super Robot Wars V. So, for full disclosure's sake, I have actually already recorded this one before, but I hadn't watched any of the series in question, but I've now gone back and watched it, along with the movie, which might kind of clue you in as to which story it is, but, we'll find out in like 6 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I know this stage really well. Yeah, so the first things first, because I played ahead and I already know what's gonna happen. We're gonna go grab this off of the F91 and then that off of Maz. So as you know, in the previous episode, we went through a time warp or a alternate reality portal, whatever you want to call it. We're not exactly sure yet what it was though, but yeah, so we fell into it after fighting some robots in a graveyard and getting ambushed by some people who I'm pretty sure planned that whole thing, but, my suspicions don't really matter because they're evil. Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna actually go on because we don't know what's going on. The game cut out as soon as we went through the portal, so we're probably gonna end up in a ditch somewhere because that's how these things work out. Oh, I clicked X, my bad. Smells like the ocean, which does actually smell kind of really bad, especially if it's like a natural ocean, like there's no heavy fishing around. There'll be a bunch of dead stuff on the shore. Though I will say, I don't know anywhere that where they are right now. I've been there and I have never seen a blue ocean near there. There's maybe like 100 square miles of like, there's so much shipping and shit going through. It's completely like muddied. Well, I guess if you went out like 20 miles out, generally it looks pretty good, but I've seen all the beaches around there. None of them look very good. No, it is in fact Japanese. I'm really hoping the actual dialogue says Japanese. It'd just be ironic to me. Because you gotta remember that everyone here is actually speaking Japanese. When they say it's common, they mean it's Japanese. Well, maybe they went back in time from before the Gamillions invaded, so they can have a chance to stop it and meet up with Amuro and Char. I think Char's in this. I know Amuro is, but I think Char is. Usually he's included. Or we might just get Quattro. Because I know Double Zeta's in this, but I don't know if normal Zeta is. But yeah, we're in Old Tokyo, as opposed to Nouvelle Tokyo, I believe it is. It's the French word for new, I just can't remember what it is. And again, I forget that I have to actually click through that, because it's actually a loading screen. Nado. So, completely unrelated, but green tea flavored bread and then the red bean bread. Like, I used to eat that shit all the time. Like, I haven't found a good version of it in America since then, but like, any chance I used to get to eat it, I would eat it like every day. It was delicious. Though, apparently a lot of people don't like it. I'm also a big fan of like cans of soup you drink like soda. Like, that shit's delicious. Plus, I was poor and in college, so eating soup was so much easier. Okay, I didn't pick up that last term. Joe Deviere? My French is really bad. My Italian's better. Even then, that's pretty bad too. you guys technically aren't in the army anymore. Maybe you went back in time just enough to stop the Gamillion invasion. You can totally help people out. Of course, this isn't the case. That'd be cool, though, but it isn't. Then suddenly aliens. The Jovians, I wonder who those could be. I think only one other series mentions Jovians. But if you don't know, we're in Nadesco. That's how you pronounce that, right? Yeah. Doesn't matter if it is. Yeah, we're in Nadesco. We're in New Tokyo because, you know, I believe the old one, like a flower landed in it and killed everyone. But if you don't know, Nadesco is, this arms company decided that the war wasn't going good enough, so they got a battleship. Or they built their own battleship. But then they decided that instead of putting actual trained personnel in there, they would stick a bunch of kids who they have trained, who are mostly otakus or crazy. Because, you know, there's a lack of soldiers except for there are people like walking around on streets and shit when they showed the Earth, so it clearly wasn't true. And instead of hiring pilots, they stick a cook who failed the piloting exam into a mech, though it was more his fault because, you know, general protagonist reasons. And they allowed some crazy rich lady to be the captain, who happens to be the fiance of the main character. You find that out in like the first 8-ish pages. There's also another girl, and like the entire ship ends up falling in love with him, but you know, I stopped paying attention after that point. In this world though, we're in the movie. So we have to defeat all the enemies, we can't die, makes sense. We have to defeat all the enemies within 5 turns, and we have to have an ally defeat 4 people. They don't mean an ally, they just mean one of our pilots has to kill 4 people. Which might cue you into what's gonna happen, but right now they have 8 of these Bata things. They're like robot grasshoppers. They can't move and attack though. But all they have is missile, and they can hit you at a fairly good range, but we can hit them back. They have 8 of these things, and it takes us 2 hits to kill them. But we have 5 turns. So it shouldn't be that bad. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move up here. We're gonna let them all move to us because they can't move and attack. So they're all gonna move to us originally. And then next turn we'll start killing them off, but on our turn, we're not actually going to attack them. We're just going to heal, unless we dodge for the turn, then we'll figure it out. Yeah, so you got to realize that one of the Vengre's main attack weapons is a nuke. I point this out every single time. But you're going to be surprised why you get detained, or the main character is surprised when they get detained later, which we're about to go use a tactical nuke. And I will show you, oh yeah, earphone warning on anyone listening to this. They have this weird computer sound and it just hurts your brain. I'll try to edit it down in post, but you never know. Yeah, that. So you'll notice I'll skip a lot of the combat. It's mostly just because of that.
少し揺れたぐらいでピーピー言わない。今度はこっちが攻撃する番よ。火力ならこれが一番。エネルギー充填。そこ。
Yeah. So we just applied a tactical nuke in the middle of the city. In a really populated capital city, in fact. Yeah, because I think Japan's still together in that one. Or in Nadesco. There is Earth, the Moon, the Mars, and a bunch of colonies. Very Gundam-esque colonies, too. Yeah. So most of the time we'll be two-shotting them, not one-shotting them, but we criticaled, so it worked. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna move to a position where they can actually, you know, get to us, then we're just gonna repair. Because if we're really unlucky and get hit 5 times in a row, we'll die. Usually that doesn't happen, but, you know, with me, you never know. Plus, that's why I gave him the extra 500 HP. Is because we'll never get to the point where there's going to be more than 5 attacking us at once. So it'll be fine. I believe the allies are supposed to pop in at the end of the turn. The end of this turn. So we're gonna skip battle. We're gonna use that though. Yeah, see, we'll get to the point where, like, we almost kill them, but unless we critical, we'll not kill them. So yeah, next turn we're going to be using the sub-attack on this, because it doesn't require energy, and it should kill them if they're at 200 HP. But yeah, we've just applied 4 nukes in a row. There's a reason why they should detain us. Oh, and the AI is not responding. I don't know who that is, though. Like, I honestly don't, and I keep trying to figure it out. So this is the Nadesco B, because I believe the first one was destroyed at the very ending of the first series. This was built to fight some rebels on Mars. We'll get to that eventually, I'm pretty sure, in the story. This one was built by Nergal to go fight some people on Mars because raisins. And this is the robot based off the one that the main character used in the previous series. But this is the... Oh no, this is the super. I thought this was the custom. Okay. Well, it doesn't really give us anything about the super, but yeah, I thought it was the custom. I think Ryoma's is the custom. But yeah, so the pilot of this was a Special Forces agent in the Jovian army, I believe. You know, the evil people, except for they're not really evil. So I'll try to show you both of the attacks right now. We probably won't get to Distortion Punch or Distortion Attack, whatever it is. We'll go watch that one next round, or next battle, but we'll get to see those. We're going to get to use these guys again, most likely, because I doubt Nadesco is going to be here for for only one mission, so it should be fine. But you never know. Oh, right, we haven't used the Bang Ray yet. Did we get hit? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we're gonna move into the middle here and repair. We're giving everyone an equal chance to hit up. So we've actually damaged this one, so instead of firing back at them with the big gun, we're gonna use the cheap gun, because that has ammo and no energy requirement. Because it has ammo. But the thing about it is, we have 16 shots with it, and it could two-shot everyone, so if we really wanted to, yeah, we could kill everyone with that, but meh. The chance to one-shot is just a little bit better for me. But this is a phenomenal place to train your main character if you haven't been using them, because, you know, you get like 6 free kills at least. You'll notice we're kind of short on energy. We're at like 118 right now, or 141. My first time going through this, I actually had like 9 or something by the end. Very interesting. Hey, you know what? Let's do it. And you'll notice with this, like, with this stage in particular, they say they get a 25% chance. They hit you generally every single time. Use the large railgun, because why not? I like this one. This one looks really cool. Ugh. Was hoping to skip over that. But... So I'll edit it. I'll try to edit it down. So it's not as horrible. But it's really bad. But sadly, it's connected to voice line, so... Go railgun, and we're gonna turn that off. Yeah, the final attack on Suaro needs 110 focus, so we'd have to land 2 attacks to get it. Whereas that was never gonna happen, so we'll do it later. But yeah, folks, that was that. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. We'll be back for more in a little while. But yeah, watch, we're being detained because we just applied like 9 nukes in a habited area. Like, it's not surprising or anything. Yeah, nothing wrong, gotcha. Oh no, the mysterious character who we can't possibly know who that is. Oh yeah, they're trying to be surprising, but you've either watched the series or you haven't. Like, you watch a series, you know exactly who it is. Anyway, folks, good night.